What's good, everybody? This is Sable54. We're going to be discussing Pokemon TCG Live today. At least I'm going to be discussing it. This new game, they launched the trailer for it a couple of days ago. I was aware of it, but I sort of missed my chance as usual to talk about it. There is some information about it. This is supposed to be the successor, I guess, to our current Pokemon TCG Online. I'm quite sure they're planning to replace TCG Online with this new program. I did see the trailer. I would say like the response from the trailer is most people are happy with it. A few people are mixed, and then there's the minority, I would say. And the minority is people like me, which aren't very pleased with this. Now, I did get into a discussion with another commenter in that YouTube video, or I think it was Azul Gigi's video. I'm not quite sure. But I did get into a discussion with somebody, and I do understand the appeal of a game like this and why many players would welcome it. But the perks that this game is supposed to have, they don't really do anything for me. For me personally, Pokemon TCG Online, the way it is right now, while I do have some nitpicks and some problems with it, like taking away the option to chat during matches, and we can only say things like well played and you have a good deck. And they did all this stuff so that people, I guess, can't swear each other down and, for this sort of reason to keep it kid friendly and stuff. So that's one thing. The other thing is that they don't bring back cards and formats from previous eras, like the DP era and EX era, especially. I understand if they can't bring the Wizard stuff because it's the Wizard stuff, but it would be great if they brought back EX era cards and DP era cards, which DP era cards they were planning to implement, but then they quit. That's a story for a different day, and I've got proof for that too. But those sort of nitpicks, and not even giving us the option to play specific formats like X, Y, Black and White, or just X and Y, Sun and Moon only, that kind of thing. So this way you can play some of your favorite decks, like for me, Primal Kyogre EX, and it's in an even playing field. You're not using it in a V and GX infested metagame where the power creep is real. Besides those sort of nitpicks and maybe some other stuff that I'm forgetting, Pokemon TCG Online for me works fine. I like the interface. I like the way you play your cards, all the sort of, gameplay mechanics and stuff, frame rate, all that stuff, whatever. It just works for me. But I do understand that for a lot of people, they want ranked matches. They want to have rankings, stuff like that. They want real tournament support, not just the mini tournaments that TCG Online does, which works for me. Seeing as I'm not a competitive. I mean, I am a competitive player, but I'm a casual player. I'm a sort of home player. I build decks to win, and I try to build the best decks I can. But I don't really go to tournaments and regionals and try to compete with the best players and win awards and stuff. That's a whole different dynamic. I do understand the appeal for other people, though, why they would want these sort of features. It's gonna come, though, with a lot of drawbacks, and I sort of fear for the future of this new game. So number one, from the trailer they showed, I really don't like the way it looks. It just doesn't look like that good. I think the positioning of the game, the angle of the camera, and just the overall, I don't know, like gameplay experience, it looks like it's better placed in TCG Online, the current TCG Online. In this new game, the cards, they don't seem right. It just looks like a game you would have, like if this was released on like the DS or something. I'm not talking about the graphics, but just the placement, if that makes sense. The angle of how we're going to be playing the game and our point of view when we look at the cards. It just doesn't seem right for me. Maybe I'm just used to TCG Online. That's one thing. The other thing that's really, really bad is they're taking away the option to trade. So that's going to screw over all of the guys that have been hoarding and building businesses on TCG Online with cards and packs and that sort of thing. I don't know how many of you are aware, but there is that sort of an online trading scene and I guess money scene, you could say. I see some people trying to sell online cards on eBay and stuff. And of course, there's always this sort of, buyer, seller, sort of vendor dynamic on the TCG Online as well. That's probably going to go away. And instead, we'll be able to sort of trade our cards in that game for currency and then buy other cards we need or buy other packs or whatever. I'm not sure. Now, the bad thing about this, on top of trading going away, is that let's say you've got like 10 sort of Rayquaza Vs in TCG Online right now. Only 4 of those are going to transfer. So for standard Pokemon, it's going to be 4. For A-Specs, 1, because you can only play 1. Same for Prism cards. So any of the extra cards you've collected or you've had, they're basically worthless. They're going to go away as soon as they get rid of TCG Online. If they do that, I hope they don't, but I would imagine this is going to replace the current Pokemon TCG Online. So as soon as that happens, all of your extra collection goes to hell, which is pretty terrible for the people that have invested in codes and invested in trading and acquiring cards and large online collections in the game. And it is a reality. I mean, it's down to the players for wanting to, spend money on codes and then just invest in codes on an online game that you never know what's going to happen with it. And it looks like this is going to happen to it. But at the same time, since they are carrying this over in a way, carrying your cards over, they should have let you add the additional cards too. But the reason that they don't do that is because it's probably going to ruin the sort of new economy. The way I see it, this game is going to be more microtransaction based, like really microtransaction based, which sucks because I'm not about that. I'm a traditional guy. Just let me pay straight up for the game and I'll use it. I'll own it and I'll use it, that sort of thing. And for TCG Online, a lot of people make the argument that that game also runs on microtransactions, but I would always disagree with that. The current sort of format for Pokemon TCG Online, like the way they run it, is pretty much the best model in my opinion, and I wish something like Yu-Gi-Oh would copy, like for their new game and what have you. You buy a pack in real life, you buy a product in real life, you get a sort of digital version. That's it. So whether you want to use it or not, it's a bonus. So I guess in this case, if TCG Online goes down, the little code you get is sort of a bonus for the real product you buy. Okay? So like I've said before, a lot of people like to buy codes on their own and they just rely completely, they completely just play on TCG Online, but that's on them. From what I understand, they're not going to take the code aspect away. You'll still be able to buy like real packs and redeem codes and get online packs and stuff, but they are going to make it more microtransaction based. I'm sure of that. I'm looking at PokeBeach right now. It says crystals, a currency, can be used to earn booster packs, promo cards, special in-game bundles, upgrade your battle pass from premium to premium pass, whatever. It's going to be a bunch of stuff. Other things that won't transfer is stuff like avatars and I guess some of the cosmetic, I guess other collectible items in TCG Online, like the clothes your guy wants to wear, and I don't know, like maybe deck boxes and stuff, these sorts of things. I'm not sure if those things like deck boxes and stuff, coins and stuff are going to transfer, but it says here avatars and avatar related items will not transfer. But the biggest negative I have to say about this new game, TCG Live, is what they're going to do with the Heart and Gold sort of legacy format. I think that's the biggest thing people are angry about and disappointed about. Like, never mind, they don't do what they should do in my opinion and support DP era and EX era and just other formats, even more current formats like just X and Y and stuff. Not only are they not going to do that, they completely want to sort of eliminate the Heart Gold, Soul Silver sets from this new game. Like, those cards aren't going to transfer at all. You won't be able to buy packs and just acquire those cards. It's just going to be black and white forward. And in the initial launch, it's just going to be Sun and Moon, Lost Thunder onward. And they are going to support black and white, but it's just going to start from Lost Thunder. This is a pretty big disappointment for me, but I totally see why they would want to do that. First of all, you know, the older cards, Heart Gold, Soul Silver era, they're basically from the 4th gen era. Pokebodies, Pokepowers, those sort of cards are completely incompatible with what Black and White introduced. They are completely different from the revamped Pokemon TCG that happened with Black and White. They got merged into abilities, and since Black and White to the current cards, I guess, they never changed that. Give or take, different sort of cards and mechanics were introduced, but more or less, the cards are compatible. Power creep is, of course, a thing, like with the EXs, GXs, and all that stuff, but you can say that cards are compatible, with the exception of the Heart Gold, Soul Silver sets. That's why they're taking those away. To me, though, it's a real slap in the face because it just means that they're never going to support even like the DP era cards. There was always that small, sort of slim, little chance they were going to do that or just do something else. But them removing completely the Heart Gold, Soul Silver sets just goes to show you there's no chance for DP. They just want to make sure we forget about those older formats, those good times, I guess. I guess those sort of cards are brought back for the fuck of it in the Celebration set, I guess 25th anniversary. But when it comes to gameplay and supporting those formats, Pokemon TCG wants nothing to do with this. They're taking all those older cards, those older formats, older eras, amazing eras away, and we're just going to pretend that the TCG started with Black and White. And that's basically what the direction is for this new game that's going to replace TCG Online. I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. It doesn't make sense for them to have like these two sort of games. This new game, they made it so that you can play it on mobile as well, like your cell phone and stuff, and PC. I'm pretty sure with TCG Online, you can only play it in tablets and stuff. You can't play it straight up on phones. So that's the direction it's going. I don't care about playing Pokemon TCG on my phone. I've never played any video game on my like Android cell phone. I played in older phones games and stuff like Pokemon, but I just can't stand touch controls and stuff. I don't play games on my phone, so I don't care about that. I don't care about the tournaments. I don't care about like microtransactions and all this extra cosmetic shit and stuff. So like I've said, this is also going to be negative for me. I mean, I hope I don't hate it, and I hope I get used to it when I have to use it, because for me, my situation is I'm running the channel too. If I'm going to be showing deck lists and matches and stuff, then I got to use a program like this, whether I want to or not. So if TCG Online goes away and everybody's using this, hopping on this, I'm going to have to use it too. But that doesn't mean I want this to happen. So to summarize, I understand why a lot of people dig this sort of game and dig a lot of the stuff that it's going to introduce, but it definitely is going to come with a lot of downsides, and it is going to affect people that like to play the legacy format, people that were hoping to play like Heart Gold, Soul Silver, DP era cards being added and stuff. Like another thing that I was going to do, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but I was planning for it. I was going to try and just find somebody that I can play like Heart Gold only, not even Black and White, just Heart Gold only format on TCG Online, and it was going to be really casual. Show you guys some Heart Gold only deck lists and matches. Of course, you can't change the rules. It would still have to be the current rules. But I was going to do something like that. I had a lot of different ideas, but if this is going to go away, you know, that's out the window too. And for those that think that the current TCG Online runs on microtransactions, so this new game running on microtransactions, it's going to be the same thing, I assure you, it's not going to be the same at all. It's going to be a completely different thing. I wish every sort of microtransaction game worked like TCG Online. They're doing this. They're definitely going to try and make some changes when it comes to the monetization, because they probably realized, hey, we can make a hell of a lot more money than what we're making with the TCG Online, which is basically just to support players to play the TCG for free anyway online. But they're definitely going to try and monetize it. They see the potential. And hopefully, it's not anything that's going to make me quit playing the Pokemon TCG. Anyways, guys, you can tell me what you think in the comments. Apparently, this game is going to come to Canada first, and then everybody else was going to get it. No launch date yet. It's just coming soon. Hopefully, it doesn't replace TCG Online, but I think it will at some point. It might even just happen automatically. We just go and log in on TCG Online, and it's this thing that's going to load. These are my thoughts on it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. Wazzay!